Well, I'm headed home for the evening from work and whatnot, and finally have a little bit of time to sit down and do some other projects here. So we will do exactly that, and I think it is finally time to hold up on one of my ends of a bargain here, which is going to be fixing the scales that you saw when we weighed Zach's cars, the drift car, his GC. We weighed Ruby, we weighed the Malibu, and then I did weigh Crystal off screen. So I think it's time we finally fix them. If you may or may not know, they have real tiny switches from the factory, and they tend to break after turning them on and off and on and off and on and off and all this jazz and whatnot. So I think that's going to be the plan for tonight. Mess with those. But yeah, I'm basically going to be removing the old switches from the circuit boards and wiring in some new ones. I don't quite have it figured out how I'm going to do it yet, but we'll do that. Alright, so I'm going back to the scales here, doing my typical project hopping, and I got, last you saw me soldering the wires on the board here. Got that all put back together. Now I'm mounting the switch. As you can see in the one that I already got done here. It's not pretty, but it's a lot better than it used to be, so a lot stronger of a switch. So I'm just getting the switch mounted in the next one, and then we'll move on to that one, and then maybe we'll attack the last one, and we'll have some switches that actually will work a lot better than the factory ones here. Alrighty, we got number 2 is done. I had the switch all wired in there, and then I broke the frickin' switch. So that one is done. That one is done. Move on to that one there, and then maybe I'll even attack the 4th one. That one's not even broken, so now we're just going to be upgrading. It's cool. Alright, well, I thought it was recording, it didn't. I have wounded myself in a very idiotic way, but the one that I have damaged the board, I have fixed, because now it has a little jumper wire in there. And it works. Like I said, I didn't get to show you that it works, but you'll see it eventually. So I have 3 working scales that I have modified. I just now get to drill the hole in here to run the wires through it. Then I could put all this stuff back together, and then all I gotta do is make the switch on there like you saw me do with the other one over there. Alrighty, a productive night it has been. Not on what I wanted to work on, but I at least got something done, so that's a bonus. The, what do you want to call it, third scale is back together, functioning. Got the RTV drying on that one. Controller, I believe, no, this was the second one I fixed, or I should say the first one I fixed tonight. And that was the first one I fixed in general. They're all working. And this is the last one that still got the factory switch in it. This is still in really nice shape, so I'm probably just going to put this one back together. At least for now, I don't know. We'll see if I decide I want to go into taking this one apart. They were starting to get to me a little bit there after putting a hole in my finger and solder not wanting to cooperate. And you can see this one I actually had to make a jumper wire because I don't know what exactly I did there, but it wasn't making contact anymore. So now she's direct drive making contact, but they all work. We have a full functioning set of scales once again, and I'm glad that that's done. That was, like I said, something I wasn't really planning on doing tonight. Do this, you don't have to stare at my messy hair. Yeah, I'm definitely glad that I got that done. That was something I really wasn't looking forward to doing at all, really. After I had a little bit of a defeat in those two scales that I fixed tonight when I first did them. Set you guys up while I'm putting the multimeter away here. But yeah, I had a little bit of a defeat where I thought I hurt the boards, and I probably did hurt that one, but at least my good buddy Austin came over and he shed some light on how to go about fixing them. He's good with the electronics and whatnot, so I was glad he came over for that reason, and it I guess motivated me to finish these at least. So now I am essentially done with them. Like I said, I got that last one, but that was a task I thought would have been a little bit easier. So I did end up wrecking one of my switches that I bought for these. So luckily they came with an extra switch when I bought them, so I was able to unsolder it and resolder it. But they're fixed, they work again. I'm very, very happy about that. I do gotta finish cleaning up the garage here, but other than that, that's probably, at least for tonight, I'll probably sleep on that one. If I decide to fix it or not, I will keep recording. It'll probably just be a time lapse, so I don't know. There probably won't be anything exciting. Maybe I won't record it. I don't know. We'll see. See how much footage I have of this. If this is it, thanks for watching. I know this isn't really going to be an exciting video, but, well, they work again. Alrighty, scales are all done, back in the box. You did see I decided I'm not going to bother fixing the red one yet, at least until it breaks. I'm sick of soldering. I was out here till 11:30 last night working on these two. Excuse me, these two. I'm done. That's going to be good enough for me. Like I said, I'll gladly fix that one when it breaks. I actually got the bits and pieces there in the box there, so they're with it when it happens. But that's gonna wrap them up. I bet you I could get somebody to come and test them, make sure they work. I mean, I used my highly calibrated tool over there, you know, the gas can that you saw, and they'll read essentially the same thing, so whatever. But for test purposes, I bet you I could get somebody to come try them out. But anyways, that'll wrap those up. Thanks for watching this. I know it's not really, it's kind of a weird content video, but I guess it is what it is. Something different at least. And hopefully you like it. Thanks. Alrighty, I have everything moved around in the shop, with the exception of this. That should be enough room. I found a test subject to do a test run on the scales now that I've got them all wired up, fixed up. They're on their way here. I'm just waiting for them to show up. We're going to throw the car in here, use the old Jackie Jack there, and send her skyward, set her down on the scales. One, they've been wanting to weigh this car for a while, and two, I want to see if my scales work accurately, I guess. I don't necessarily know. I mean, not that you saw it entirely, but I was doing the old checky check with the gas can on the good one to the one I did first to the next one. They all were within a pound of one another. So for a 7,000 pound scale set, I would imagine a variance in 1 pound is going to be normal. So like I said, I'll bring you in once he gets here, and gonna weigh another car. Looks like my special guest has arrived. Get him in here and get it on the scales. And if you haven't figured it out by now, this is Brandon's WRX STI. Hello, Brandon.
Hello. Oh, it's warm in here.
Scales. All right, so we are ready to see the results. Brandon's holding them, he's already looked. But car's on the scales. Everybody that gave a guess, I wrote up here on the whiteboard. We got Matt, if you remember, he had the Jeep from the Copper Harbor video. 3355, which is kind of wild to me because that's heavier than that car.
Yeah, yeah.
Brandon, you were quadruple threes.
Yeah.
I said 3281, and Michaela, Duncan's wife, she had the square body at the Copper Harbor Car Show, said 3420. All right, this did come in a little bit late. I'll add it to the video quick while I'm editing, but Austin did say 3400 as a weight guess for the STI, so we'll throw that in the video here as well.
Are we doing closest without going over?
Price is Right rules.
So closest without going over?
Yeah.
So far, Matt's the winner.
Really? Well, it is got snow in it, but
34 on the dot.
wow.
Well, it keeps fluctuating.
Well, yeah. But that's
Yeah.
33.9, 34. Wow.
So Matt so far is the winner. Wow. I was there's a
Side by side.
side by side there. I was not expecting it to be that heavy, but you know, Google did say between like 32.50 to 34, so you know.
And it does have a little bit of snow underneath it.
Yeah, I've got half a tank of gas in it.
Yeah, so.
And I believe these wheels are heavier than the BBS's.
I'd believe that.
So.
Because comparing weights to the other cars, I believe the Zach Silver car was 28. The drift car was
Like 25, 90.
yeah, something like that. I'll just clip the picture of the weights together, but like that car was like 3,400, I think, actually.
This
on the dot.
The same as that.
I think I'm pretty sure it would. I don't remember. I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure that was like 3,400 as well.
Oh my gosh.
And well, we don't talk about Ruby. She's thick.
Ruby's the thick girl, yeah.
4,200. I was going. Actually, I was thinking more that this car was going to be 3,200, 1,000 less than Ruby, but.
I mean, we're actually all pretty close. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, Michaela was only 20 pounds off.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I did Google it too.
well, yeah. I mean, I've Googled it in the past, so like I knew kind of what they were,
But I also Googled like a stock WRX and this car because I was like, oh, how do they compare?
I don't know what the weight difference is of a.
It's about
WRX versus
what was this 3,400?
Yeah.
I want to say that one was like 31, 32, somewhere in there.
That makes sense.
I mean, not much difference. Do have a little bit more fancier bits in here, but
Yeah, I don't know if this has more like sound deadening in it or anything. I think the 257 is just heavier than
I'd believe that.
2 liter. I don't know how much heavier, but I'm sure it's heavier.
Alrighty, well, we have the weight of the car. Got the unnecessary weight removed. And we're coming in right around 3363, which puts Matt in the lead. That'll probably wrap up this video. And thanks to Brandon for coming be the test dummy.
Yeah, now we got the scales working again.
Oh, you can shut them off and on.
Yeah.
Like I said, that was tedious work. Not too big of a fan of it, but I can do it. But like I said, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed something different here, and we'll get back to some regularly scheduled Malibu content here shortly.